Welcome to Acting Like We Know, where we pretend to know but really don't. I'm Jeremy.
And I'm Justin.
We have a few new segments for you know-it-alls today.
Keep feces away from my barbecue.
East versus West, you decide. And lastly, we draft good/pleasant sounds.
Brain fart. And of course, check out our social media. Name of the podcast is the name of our Facebook page and our Instagram. And then check us out on Twitter. Give us a follow at Acting Like We Know. Drop the G. And then, of course, we always encourage you to, play along, stop, talk with your friends, listen with your friends. And then again, we reiterate this every time. Submit questions.
Please.
So. And I'm sorry that this took so long, but we have been busy.
Life.
Yeah, well, it was just nice to take a break on Sunday. What did you do?
I was on an island in Washington watching orcas and eagles and kayaking and having fun.
You actually took the kayak out there?
I did.
So you bought it before you went?
I went and looked at a kayak on Craigslist and bought it, and then took it to my cousin's house on Whidbey Island, and then paddled it around the ocean.
So, you took it out in the ocean. Fuck.
And I realized I'm terrified still of the ocean. It's something I'm going to have to get over, for sure.
Nah, you'll get over it.
I will, but...
Can you take that kayak in the river? Or no?
You can, but it's not really great for It's not good for rapids. I would not take it in rapids.
I figured that. What about a wide river?
Yeah, I'm planning on doing some long trips with it.
You should
for
do
sure.
the Columbia.
There's some parts on there that I would not want to do in there. It's a long sea kayak, so I got to pick my spots. Yeah. It'd be fine on any lake, but anything with any kind of fast-moving water is going to be tough.
I think it's funny that we both have sunburns right now.
Yeah, my shoulders are burnt to fuck.
Yeah, dude, I went on Sunday. I
guess as a good person, I should ask, what did you do on Sunday?
I was waiting for it. So what I did, I just went out on a boat. I actually tried kneeboarding again. I hadn't tried since I was in like 7th grade. I could not.
It's fun.
I couldn't get up.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think the person who was driving the boat was doing the right speed.
You got to go fairly quick, fairly fast. Yeah.
And it took me a while to I just had to remember back where it's like you take the tow cable, you tuck it into your chest, and then you kind of you put your elbows where your knees are supposed to go,
right?
And then you just got to pull yourself up.
Yeah.
But the thing is when I was doing it, I got up once, and then this boat went by, and I hit a bad wave, and then I fucking ate shit. So,
it hurts.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised how water hurts, but it does.
Right.
Dude, I remember we were out on Moses Lake, a lake in Washington, and my buddy was driving a boat who doesn't really drive boats much. And he got me swinging all the way around. I was parallel to the boat. So I was doing probably 40 miles an hour.
On a what?
On
a tube?
Was it a tube or a kneeboard? It was one of those.
If it's a kneeboard, that's insane.
Yeah, it was one of the two. And I ate shit and flipped over. I cartwheeled on the water. Not fun. It hurts, bro.
Well, yeah, it's because you're breaking the water.
Yeah.
So,
well, it feels like concrete.
It's because it is concrete at a certain point.
Yeah.
Anyways, so that's what took us so long.
Yeah, let us know how your weekend was.
During this COVID time, if you're even doing anything, which I hope you can at least get outside and do something.
Yeah, I think a lot more people are trying to get out and do stuff.
Yeah.
Which I think is a good thing.
Well, yeah, if you can. It's better than sitting inside and moping like we've all been doing for the last, 4 months? 4 months.
It's been rough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang in there.
We'll be with you every time, every week, at least once.
Maybe if it's not on Monday, it'll be on Tuesday or Wednesday.
All right, so let's get to the fact or quote. So I came up with this one this week, and it's a fact.
It's a fact. Fact or quote, fact.
Computer scientists Vinton Cerf and Bob Kahn are created with inventing the internet communication protocols we use today in the system referred to as the internet.
Yeah, we use it every day.
Right. So Vinton Cerf is vice president and chief internet for Google. So, and he's widely known as the father of the internet. And then his buddy with his co-designer Robert Kahn of the TCP/IP protocols, which is Transmission Control Protocol, Internet Protocol used to govern the connection of computer systems to the internet.
Wait.
So basically, they just create the connection from your computer to the internet.
So it's not Al Gore?
Apparently
Al Gore
not.
did not create the internet?
No,
What?
he probably just took credit for it.
Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Al Gore.
I'm super duper cereal.
Yeah. Man, bear, pig?
Man, bear, pig.
Is that the same thing?
Yes.
Those are related, right? Yeah. South Park?
And then in 97, President Clinton recognized their work with the U.S. National Medal of Technology.
Nice.
So they got
Well
recognized
deserved.
for it. What?
Well deserved.
Right, for sure.
The internet is a huge stepping stone in human evolution, I guess. Not really.
And history.
Yeah,
I'd say
I guess
history.
it's history, yeah.
Well, technically it has evolved us.
To a certain point, yeah, like we have more knowledge available to us at all times.
Well, you have the entire world now. Like we've already talked about, the tip of your fingers with your smartphone now.
Right.
So, yeah, good on these guys. Making
In a way,
people less stupid?
In a way, I was just going to say, in a way, I think it makes people dumber.
Yeah.
I don't know how, but I think it does.
I've always heard this saying when someone tells me something like, do you know it or do you Google know it?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like you learn from just typing the question into Google. Yeah.
I do it all the time.
Instead of experiencing it. Yeah.
Yeah, but you have access to some shit. Then it's just literally what it does is it eliminates like someone lying, really. If you think about it.
Still, you can't believe everything you read on the internet or Google.
No. Right.
So it's not necessarily
to a certain point. Or when someone's like, "Oh yeah, I was a gold medalist," or like they say some stupid shit like that, or like I was on
fact check them.
Right.
Yeah.
He's like,
be like, bitch.
Yeah, it's like shut.
I'm looking at your name right here. Right. You ain't shit.
Right. Exactly. So that's the only really thing I can think of it's useful for. And when you want to win an argument with your significant other, it works.
That's the only thing the internet's useful for. I can think of many other things.
Yeah, me and my wife, we do that to each other all the time.
Dude, you can learn so much on YouTube. Like,
oh yeah,
you can learn how to do anything.
Dude, right after I couldn't get up on a kneeboard, I went and looked up how to get up on a kneeboard on YouTube.
You should have did that before.
I was just trying it.
Yeah.
Me and my friend, we were just winging it. So next time, I'm definitely going to be able to get up.
I'm not trying to toot my own horn here, but I've been able to get up every time. But fairly quickly, I eat shit. I try to get fancy and go over the wake, and it does not end well.
Like I said, dude, like just when I was getting up, I think I would get up too early, and then the kneeboard would just dip down, and I'd just face plant on the fucking water. Yeah. So I don't know. You'll have to come with me and maybe give me some pointers next time.
I'm no expert, but
well, I mean, if
like
you
I
can
said,
get up, if you can get up every time, you know something.
But I just do it. I don't know if I could teach it to someone, you know.
Just tell me your process. That's all it would be.
Well, you basically said it earlier. Like pull your arms to your legs, and I just let the water do the work. Like it just pulls me up. I don't know.
Like I said, I think the person who was driving the boat, I don't think.
Yeah, that makes a difference.
Right.
So
that's why we were just like fucking around. Like first it would start slow. It's be like, no, you need to go faster. It's like, no, that was too fast. Like it's pulling my arms and I can't even get up. Like,
yeah, you're like.
Right.
Arms are stretched out and you can't pull them in.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely got to keep your center of gravity towards the middle.
I just got to keep trying.
I had a good driver though. Our cousin Travis, he was my driver, so maybe that's why I was able to get up so easily.
They used to do that all the time.
Right, so I think he knows.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get into the first new segment of the day. We have a couple for you today, know-it-alls. The first one is called Pick the Palpable Product. So basically, I'm going to give Justin two products. One's fake and one's real and one's either fake or been discontinued for obvious reasons or is not available in the US anymore. So let's start with the first one. The first one is flask tie versus hat flask.
So I have to guess which one is current?
Real. Well, current or real.
Well,
I'm just saying.
Are any of these where they both are real?
Yes.
But one was discontinued.
At some point, yes.
So now I have to guess which one you can still buy now.
In some cases, you can still buy both, but maybe they won't be sold in the U.S.
Okay.
Basically, which one is like the more circulated or real product? Yeah.
Okay. Did you make up any of these?
I made up a few of them.
Nice.
I made up one of them, actually.
This is kind of confusing because the first one, I've heard of the flask tie and I've heard of a hat flask. But I'm going to guess that the flask tie is real.
Real. That is correct.
Because I've seen it.
Yeah, that's correct.
The
hat flask I made up. I looked it up
really?
and I couldn't find one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm kind of confused. Is that like the beer straw hat?
It's basically a tie that you can insert like a long flask into and drink out of secretly.
Right.
The hat flask I completely made up.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like a hat flask. If you were to do it, how would you do it?
Well, it's basically the beer hat, right? But it's not. That's obvious.
Obvious,
yeah.
right?
So I don't think you really could. That's probably why it hasn't been done yet. Yeah.
But yeah, I've seen the flask tie before.
It's fucking stupid. Why? It's basically just for alcoholics, right? At work to
Probably.
like drink during work.
I mean, or if you want to sneak it into
I guess like a wedding
concert or something.
A wedding or something.
A wedding that doesn't serve alcohol.
Yeah.
You're at the wrong wedding.
Right. Or that you drink a lot more than you want to put on.
Yeah.
All right, next one. Anti-pervert stockings versus the water bra. Which one's real? Or which one's, palpable?
Which one is palpable? I haven't heard of either of these. I kind of cheated before.
Yeah. He knows which one's real.
I did Google water bra, though.
And?
I couldn't find anything.
So there are water bras, but it's not the specific one I'm talking about. So, okay, let me give you a description of each product first.
Okay.
So the anti-pervert stockings are stockings for women that make your legs look really hairy. And then the water bra is a bra invented by Evian, the water company, that you fill with water to keep your breasts cool, and it also has a pocket to carry a water bottle. So, I will tell you one of these was discontinued.
The water bra.
The water bra was discontinued, yes. The anti-pervert stockings still exist. So if you want, ladies out there, if you're looking for a way to get rid of them perverts, you just get some hairy leg stockings. But then if you run into that guy you really like and you got the stockings on, you're fucked.
Oh my god, those things are hideous. Jesus.
They are bad, right? They look like a man's hairy
I think it's
legs.
funny that they have to call it anti-pervert.
And not just like hairy leg stockings.
Right.
Yeah. So get yourself some anti-pervert stockings. All right. The next one is Cheetos lip balm versus a ping pong door. So the Cheetos lip balm is exactly what it sounds like. It's lip balm that tastes like Cheetos.
Disgusting.
And then there's a ping pong door.
What animal wants Cheetos lip balm?
I actually want to try it.
Why?
I just want to see what it's like.
Dude, you're smelling Cheetos all day then.
I'm cool with that. I
No
like
thanks.
Cheetos.
They're okay.
But, so the ping pong door is a door that you just push and it lays flat and you can play ping pong within the door.
What the fuck?
Like there's a net on it and everything.
That sounds like a useless door.
Yeah.
Just like, okay, just not a front door, but just a door in the house.
Could be a door in the house. Could be a front door if you want to play outside.
I'm going to say Cheetos lip balm is still real.
So, the
And
Cheetos lip balm was real, but it was discontinued.
No,
very
fuck.
quickly. And the ping pong
Very
door
quickly?
you can still get.
See, you still wanted that shit.
I do.
Very
I
quickly.
want to try it.
Yuck. They have. I've heard of like Skittles, Dr. Pepper, all
Yeah.
that crazy shit.
But yeah, Cheetos. Cheesy lip balm.
No.
It couldn't smell good.
Just eat some fucking Cheetos.
Right. I want Cheetos on my lips all day. All right. The next one is Thirsty Cat and Thirsty Dog versus the Baby Mop. So Thirsty Cat and Thirsty Dog is a bottled, I guess, water, carbonated water for pets. So you can feed them good water. And then the baby mop is a onesie that has literally a mop on the bottom of it, so that when the baby is crawling around, it mops the floor.
Oh my god. I think I need to get me one of those. What the fuck? Why would you give your dog or cat carbonated water? Just give them water. They don't fucking care.
Why would you put your baby in a baby mop?
That's actually productive.
But you're putting a bunch of dirt and shit on your baby. Like, that can't be good. Oh yeah, here. Look at what the baby picked up today. Both are fucked.
I'm gonna say the baby mop is a real thing.
The baby mop is real.
I knew it.
It's still available. Yeah, the thirsty cat and thirsty dog, I think it was in the 80s or 90s. But yeah, it was basically a carbonated beverage for your pets.
What a waste of money.
Pretty dumb.
That's a joke.
Right.
I'm not shocked about the baby mop being a thing, though, but... It's ridiculous.
What if they, like... They're crawling around, they get a bunch of shit on their mop.
Oh my god,
and then they
this
flip
is
over,
ridiculous.
They flip over and then they like start eating the shit off the mop.
This is ridiculous.
The baby mop? It's like, you know those things you wash your car with? Like the hand things that have like the long...
What the fuck is this?
It's like that on the bottom of a baby onesie.
Goodness. You're right. The baby is picking up some gross shit.
Yeah, right.
Oh my god.
I spilled my beer on the floor and the baby just mopped it up.
What's going to stop the baby from like putting that in its mouth?
Right, exactly. It's on its arms and it's on its legs.
Its stomach.
And the babies like to put their feet in their mouth and shit.
Yeah.
So, bad idea. I can't believe it's still a thing. All right, last one.
How is that not a health hazard?
Oh, it totally is.
How is that a product?
Last one. Cocaine energy drink versus the Hug Me pillow. So cocaine energy drink was literally just named, it just says cocaine on the package. And it's in white writing, like fuzzy white writing that looks like piles of cocaine. And then the Hug Me pillow is a half person with like a polo, not a polo, like a dress shirt and an arm that goes around you. It goes like over your shoulder and like onto your stomach. So it like wraps around you.
So it's just called cocaine energy drink.
It's called cocaine, but it is an energy drink.
I'm going to say the Hug Me pillow
Is
the real product.
the real. It is the real product. So cocaine energy drink was available in the United States, but now it is only sold in Europe. It was quickly continued due to its suggestive name.
Yeah,
And the Hug Me pillow is exactly what I said.
Yet Coca-Cola could get away with putting in cocaine in their drinks for years.
But that was like fucking way back.
They still do it, but they don't use it's either they don't use actual cocaine or they use the coca plant leaves.
Really?
In the drink still, yes.
I don't know about that.
Yes, they do.
I don't think so.
I think so.
That's too crazy to believe. Huh? No.
They started using... Oh, here we go. In 1903, it was removed. After 1904, instead of using fresh leaves, Coca-Cola started using spent leaves.
Yeah.
The leftovers of the cocaine extraction process was trace levels of cocaine.
But not today. I highly doubt it.
Coca-Cola... Since then, Coca-Cola has used a cocaine-free coca leaf extract. They still use it in their soda.
Yeah. Coca leaf free.
No.
Extract.
Well, it's cocaine-free, but whatever.
Oh, there's still coca leaf.
That's what I said. I don't really drink Coca-Cola anyways, but it is good.
I do like it. Especially with rum.
Especially with rum. Too much sugar. All right, let's get to Florida versus the world. I have some good ones that I found.
I read these a little bit, and it's definitely a step up.
I don't know. Like I said, I'll just randomly be looking at Google stories, and I'll just be like, oh, bookmark. Oh, bookmark. So, So the first story, the headline is, sorry, baboons with knives and chainsaw spotted at safari park.
Oh, God.
The last thing you want is a fucking monkey running at you with a knife or a chainsaw.
Especially them damn baboons.
Dude,
they're crazy.
They're mean fuckers.
They're crazy, dude.
Baboons at a popular safari park have been spotted with knives, screwdrivers, and even a chainsaw.
A chainsaw.
The primates are already known for their destructive abilities and have been pictured previously pulling things from visitors' cars. But now some staff are concerned that the baboons are being given weapons by visitors.
They want to see them. They want to see chaos.
One worker told the newspaper, "We're not sure if they are being given weapons by some of the guests who want to see them attack cars, or if they're fishing them out of pickup trucks and vans."
Fuck no, the people are giving them to them.
The worker said the animals sometimes go into people's toolboxes to grab what they can, adding one of the baboons was seen lugging around a chainsaw.
That's crazy.
Another said some had been found with knives and screwdrivers, and also questioned whether the baboons were being armed by visitors on purpose.
Hell yeah.
The baboons are already known for causing damage to people's vehicles, with one mechanic saying that they had repaired cars left damaged by the primates. I'd be pissed. What do you like? What kind of safari park is this?
Just chainsaw your car.
Would you go near it?
Near a baboon with a chainsaw.
Or a knife. Or a screwdriver.
I don't think so.
If it's fucking up your car?
Fuck no. I'd run that bitch over.
But the safari park said suggestions that the baboons were being armed with weapons was likely to be an urban myth, saying some tales had grown in exaggeration, as they've been shared to make objects found in the animal's enclosure seem more exciting and unbelievable.
Well, we're starting off with a bang here. I like that one.
That's crazy. I would shit my pants, though. I don't want to go to this safari park.
First of all, the bamboo is not going to... The bamboo.
The bamboo!
The baboon.
Living bamboo.
The baboon is not going to be able to start the chainsaw, right? Like, he's just holding a chainsaw. He's not.
That's what I got.
He doesn't have it, like, started.
Yeah. No.
If he has it started, I'm shitting my pants and booking out of there.
I think if it was started, I don't think he would be fucking with it. He'd probably be scared of it.
But a knife, that's a different story. Like, I'd be more scared of a baboon with a knife than versus a chainsaw, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Or even a screwdriver.
Yeah. Fuck that, dude. Evil bastards.
Those dudes are crazy.
Dude, scientists are starting to say that monkeys are going into the Stone Age.
Wait, he's saying they're reverting back.
No, I'm just saying this is a completely different. Just saying scientists are saying that monkeys are entering the Stone Age.
They've been using tools and stuff for a long time.
Well, that's why, though, that they've been using tools.
They've been using tools for a long time.
I think I talked about this before.
I've watched it on many nature documentaries where they
watch spearfishers, they pick up a spear, and they're like,
fuck yeah, I'm going to get fish with this.
Right.
But they've been using stones to open nuts and stuff for a long time. Yeah.
All right.
I don't know if they've created fire yet, but is that the fire age? Like,
it's still the Stone Age.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's based on your tools. I don't know. All right, the second story. Headline: Woman arrested for smearing her poop all over park grills.
Her poop?
Her poop.
It was her poop.
It was her poop.
So she collected it and then smeared it. Okay.
A substitute teacher was upset over a complaint with the school she was working at. She decided to take her frustrations out at a 7-year-old girl's party in a nearby park by smearing human feces on barbecue grills and wooden tables.
Yeah, that'll get them. What the fuck is that gonna do?
7 tables and 2 grills had to be replaced. One eyewitness recalled spotting a woman in the park wearing a blue mask and gloves, dabbing excrement on the tables and grills under a pavilion. The administrator said she invited her child's classmates to the party. That included a child whose mother was the woman whom the administrator had argued with earlier.
Wait, so the woman who did the smearing was a mom of one of the child
that was
invited.
Right.
Okay.
The woman was not pleased with how the situation was handled, the administrator told detectives. The woman admitted she smeared fecal matter on the park property when investigators interrogated her at her home 6 days later and was arrested. She said she wanted to disrupt the party because she was displeased with how the administrator handled the complaint.
What was the complaint?
It never said.
So she was getting revenge, basically.
Right. But this is at a kid's party. You're getting revenge on the kids?
Get it where you can.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it doesn't make much sense. That's got to be Florida. If it doesn't make sense. I don't know.
Oh, I forgot to include the headline on this.
Yeah,
It's actually this part right here. Whatever.
Okay. The headline is...
A man accused of feeding methamphetamines to what authorities call an attack squirrel is being charged with a state wildfire offense.
Or wildlife.
Right. Oh, wildfire. State wildlife offense, my bad. The man hasn't denied having a pet squirrel, which is illegal under state law, but he has denied police allegations that he fed meth to the squirrel to make it aggressive.
Oh my God.
Officers encountered the animal during a raid at an apartment. The man later told the press he had the squirrel since it was a baby and would never give it drugs.
He loved the squirrel.
The squirrel was his best friend.
That's why the squirrel attacked. He was loyal to the owner. Not because he was on meth.
Officers arrested the man last week following a chase in which he allegedly rammed an investigator's vehicle. He faces illegal gun possession and other charges.
Why didn't they just test the squirrel for meth?
I don't want to touch the squirrel.
Yeah, but you just sedate him a little bit and then test him for meth. Bam. You got
Done.
it. Huh. Okay.
So which one is it not?
It is not... Whoa. Siren's going by right now. It is not the first one. I don't think there's any safari parks in Florida. I could be wrong, but I don't think there's any baboons in Florida. Never know.
Baboons.
I could be wrong. It's like Africa or something. It's just a ignorant statement. My favorite one is definitely the first one.
I agree. That shit is ridiculous, dude.
I definitely would want to see that on video.
Yeah, I read that. Life. I'm gonna post the picture with on our Instagram so you can check it out.
Yeah, I like when you do that because sometimes I have an idea in my head of what it looks like. I was going back and looking at some of the old ones, and I saw the dude with the underwear on his head, and I was like, "Oh shit, that's women's panties."
The thing is the person that I post in the IG post is the person from Florida.
Oh, okay.
Every time.
Oh, okay. I think it is. I'm gonna say it's the second story.
It is the second story.
Yeah, finally. I've been wrong for a while. Finally got one
like
right.
last 3, I think. But you were on a roll before.
I was on like a 3 in a row roll.
So you're right. The first story was from UK.
UK.
I've been making it a mission to go out of the country.
I like that.
So yeah, and the second one was Florida, and then the last one was Alabama.
Alabama,
where they feed meth to squirrels.
Or not. We don't know yet. We'll get back to you on that one. What was your favorite? The first one, right?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. I would be terrified, dude. I'd shit my pants. I'm not fucking with no baboon with a knife or a fucking chainsaw. No, thank you.
I'd like to see it on video.
Right.
But
the picture I'm going to post is pretty ridiculous. So
I hope it's a baboon holding a chainsaw.
Oh, it's a bunch.
Okay. They all have weapons.
Yes.
Sweet. I can't wait. All right. So I don't think I've done this one in a while. Well, we haven't done this one in a while. But let's do some ultimate rivalries. First one we're going to start off with today is East Coast versus West Coast rap.
Okay. So let's just start naming East Coast rappers.
Biggie.
Jay-Z. That's about it.
There's a lot more.
Of
Common.
Nas. Big L.
Yep.
DMX. Wu-Tang.
Oh, I thought DMX was South.
Oh, wait. This just says found on the web.
Yeah, I thought DMX was...
No, it is DMX, yeah.
Oh.
Wu-Tang.
And then West Coast is...
LL Cool J. Most Def.
Oh, on East Coast you mean? Yeah. And then West Coast is like Tupac, Snoop, Dre, guess Eminem is considered more Midwest.
That's crazy, dude.
East
a lot of these,
Coast.
it's just like literally every single person from
Kanye, Chicago.
Busta.
Busta's
East
East.
Coast, yeah. Hmm.
I don't know. To me, I've always gravitated toward West Coast rap.
I think it's just because we're over here.
But
Well, it's just like Dre. Eminem's from Midwest, technically.
Yeah.
But
And
yeah, it's
there's,
just
like,
like
the Chicago
Dre,
guys.
Kendricks, Tupac.
Tex from Midwest.
Yep. I think I like Midwest rap better.
Right. Well, I think I'd still go West Coast.
Snoop Dogg, and of course, everyone
Dre.
from NWA. Yeah. Nate Dogg.
Ice Cube.
E40. Wow, they're considered Eminem? Really? What? No, E40's
They're
from
considering
Missouri.
him West or East?
Probably just because he's associated with Dre.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I do like Nas. I'm not really a huge fan of Jay-Z.
Neither am I.
I love Kanye's early stuff.
Now he's a preacher.
He's crazy. I've said for many years he's bipolar, and now it's finally coming out.
Well, I mean, it seems like anyone who lives with the Kardashians goes nuts. Just look at
Nah, bro.
Just look at Caitlyn.
He was crazy before that. It just makes him more crazy.
What about Caitlyn Jenner?
Yeah. I don't know.
He went nuts.
That's a whole
too.
different thing, dude.
She went nuts.
He's back to a dude again, isn't he?
No.
Oh, he's still a girl?
Yeah.
Oh. Wait, she's still a girl?
There you go.
I'm confused. All I know, okay, when I was sick, I started watching the Kardashian show.
Oh,
I know.
God. Keeping
I'm
up
sorry.
with the Kardashians.
To be
Toxic.
fair, I only got like 4 episodes in before I was like, I hate my life. This is garbage. I'm not watching anymore. But there was an episode where he bought his own house just to get away from them.
At that time, he was Bruce.
Still Bruce, yes.
Oh, I'm dead naming. It's Caitlyn.
So she would come. He would be like,
She.
I'm getting away from this place because I want to be like have my own place to do shit. And then they would come over and do the same shit, and he'd be like, I'm trying to get away from this, and you're like, he basically just wanted to have fun. He was trying to like play ping pong with his friends and just normal guy shit, and he couldn't do it. So it's like,
Yeah.
I get it, but I mean that's a little extreme what he did. But
Dude,
I don't
have you seen have you heard of Kyle Dunnigan?
nope.
Oh, you should check him out on Instagram.
Kyle Dunnigan.
He's fucking hilarious. He
Okay.
does like little skits, and he does Caitlyn Jenner. It's pretty fucking funny.
All right, I'll check him out. Kyle Dunnigan.
Yeah.
All right, so back to the question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll see what I'm
East
talking
Coast for women. Yeah.
Okay, West Coast rap.
Yeah.
That's what.
Me too.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
are West
digressed.
Coast. Yeah.
Damn
All
you,
right.
Kanye.
Lord of the Rings versus Game of Thrones.
This is tough, man.
I know, cause I like the first 3 movies of Lord of the Rings, and I like most of the seasons of Game of Thrones.
I like all the seasons of Game of Thrones except the last one.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
It was really bad.
They could have done it a lot better.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many more endings I would have liked to have seen.
Well, this is what happens when George R. Martin takes forever to write a goddamn
George
book.
R. Martin. God. That guy. I heard it was like the studios that like fucked with him. Like,
I
hey, you
don't know.
can't do this. Hey, you can't do that.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Let's do this. Let's do that.
I wouldn't be surprised.
So they probably messed with his head, and he was just like, okay, let's just throw this bullshit together.
Well, he's making money off of it anyway, so he's
Yeah.
like, fuck it.
But it was a really good show for a long time.
Oh, man, but Lord of the Rings just hits me right in that spot when I was a kid.
I remember you saying, like, Lord of the Rings was one of your
Yeah,
favorites.
it is, hands down.
But,
It,
like,
I'm
Game
so,
of Thrones, like,
I'm so biased, though.
Seasons 3 through 7 were so good.
I like the first couple.
Yeah, they were okay, but it definitely like picks up in the later
yeah.
seasons.
Oh, yeah.
I think, and it's like really good. Like you can't stop.
I'm just shocked, like, when Lord of the Rings was huge, they didn't do, like, what Disney's doing, where they just do, like, spin-offs of someone's story.
It's still possible.
Right.
They could do like a Aragon story.
Yeah, they could do Legolas, Gimli, all of them.
Yeah, Or even
like
yeah, Gandalf. Yeah,
no one cares about the hobbits.
right. They already did that shit.
Right.
I didn't like the Hobbit movies.
Oh, no, they
Maybe
were.
I didn't give them a chance.
They're okay.
Some people say they like them, but
They're all right.
I didn't like
them.
them.
I don't think they were terrible. They just weren't great.
Yeah.
So
maybe because I was comparing them to the original trilogy. I don't know.
So good.
My favorite is the second one, The Two Towers.
Oh yeah, hands
By
down,
far.
that's the best. Dude,
I love the battle scene.
Oh yeah, Battle of Helm's Deep is the best.
That's great.
It's so good.
The third one has a pretty good battle too, but
dude, as a kid, I would start the Battle of Helm's Deep over and over and over and
Yeah,
over again.
it was
I'd watch
awesome.
Right. So
yeah,
good.
Yeah.
Where Legolas is sliding on the shield and just shoots a bunch of people.
Right.
And then, of course, when they're like coming up the
they
gate,
sneak around.
Yeah, and they're like, "I can't make the jump. You gotta toss me." What? You gotta toss me. I can't
Is
make
it
it.
Aragon?
Yeah, he's gotta
Tossing?
toss Gimli.
Yeah, yeah.
He's like, wait. Don't tell the elf.
Right. Because they always have that back and forth. Yeah. Yeah, this one's a tough one for me too, but even though I really like Game of Thrones, I think I have to go Lord of the Rings. I think it has better characters, and it was more consistent.
I like the story better.
But at the same time...
But the creatures in Game of Thrones are better.
The creatures?
Like dragons and like all the changeling kind of shit. And like the wizards and all that. And like
I like the orcs.
The White Walkers and all that shit. I thought that stuff was cool.
I thought the White Walkers were kind of lame.
They're okay.
But the orcs...
I thought they were pretty cool.
The orcs and stuff and... The Knight Rider guys. I thought that was way better.
The Witch King.
Yeah.
And the
Dark
the
Army.
Nazgul.
Yeah, the Nazgul stuff was cool.
Right.
And I like Schmeagol.
Jesus.
Yeah. I don't know. So you're going Lord of the Rings too?
Of course.
Yeah. Okay.
But Game of Thrones is really good.
Right.
I recommend anyone check it out if you
haven't. For sure. Yeah. All right, I don't know how much you know about this, but Knicks versus Pacers.
The only person I know from the Knicks is Patrick Ewing.
Okay.
And then
he was kind of at the end of his career at this rivalry.
And then the Pacers was what's his name? Their best Pacer ever. Reggie.
Yep.
What's his last? Miller. Yes. Those
are
the only two players I really.
There's a.
I just know the Knicks used to be really good. Didn't Julius Erving play for the Knicks too?
Yeah, that was way back though.
Right.
Yeah. But
Dr. J.
This was like 90s, mid 90s. Yeah, kind of around Jordan's time. But there's a 30 for 30 on it if you want to watch it.
Oh, definitely.
It's mostly focuses on Reggie Miller, like destroying the Knicks, like how he came to basically be the Knick. They call him the Knick Killer.
Shocker.
So you've heard of Spike Lee,
of course.
So he's a Knicks fan because he's from New York.
Poor bastards. They haven't won shit in so long.
They suck. But they have Kevin Durant now, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, they do.
I don't watch
and
basketball.
Kyrie Irving.
I already shit on basketball. Remember, I don't watch basketball anymore.
They have some good players right now, but I think their organization's kind of shit. Anyway, Spike Lee was on the court, like on courtside versus the Pacers, and he would talk shit to Reggie Miller. So Reggie Miller would get all fired up because Reggie Miller had this older sister who was really good in the women's basketball, and he would always compare Reggie to her. So
Spike Lee would?
Yeah, Spike Lee was always comparing Reggie to his sister, and that just fired Reggie up. And then Reggie would go crazy on them and just fucking kill them. And he would look right at Spike Lee when he would make like a 3-pointer. And Spike Lee claims he never interfered with the game, but he clearly did.
Right.
Yeah. It's pretty awesome. I like Reggie Miller. He's a real shit talker, kind of arrogant, but also at the same time kind of humble, if that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, but definitely watch that 30 for 30. It's really good. I can't remember what it's called. So I'm picking the Pacers.
Who has been more? I feel like the Pacers were more relevant when I was watching too.
Yeah,
they were good when the Sonics were good too, weren't they?
Yeah.
Around
it was Reggie.
I watched when like Ray Allen came and who else do we have? Like Luke Ridnour and Nick Collison and all those guys.
Ray Lewis.
Yeah, and Ray Lewis.
Wait, Rashard Lewis.
Rashard Lewis. Yeah. That's when I was watching.
Yeah.
The Pacers were good when they had around that time, weren't they?
I don't remember. Oh, are you thinking of the Pistons?
No.
No?
I know the Pistons team. I rooted for them when they beat the Lakers.
Yeah, they might have had like Ron Artest and
Meta World Peace?
Yeah, Meta World Peace. Fuck. Oh god. Yeah. That whole brawl at the Detroit Pacers.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, I'm going Pacers.
Yeah.
You too.
I'm gonna do it just because I know the Knicks have sucked for so long. It sucks because they've had so many like legendary players too.
Right, like you mentioned, Patrick Ewing.
Yeah.
John Starks was one of the really good Knicks.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, he was. That's the sad part. He was really good, but
I feel like
he had a bad rap.
They're one of those teams that's just really old, and they had their time, and then they just haven't been relevant since.
Yeah.
Well, Patrick Ewing was around what, in the 90s?
Yeah, he was good in like late 80s, 90s.
When Jordan was playing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, next one, George Bush
I can't believe
versus Al Gore.
I can't believe he did this.
So you mentioned something earlier that reminded me of Al Gore, and I'm like, oh shit.
Man bear pick?
I wonder if he knows.
I'm super duper cereal.
I wonder if he knows I have this in the doc.
Well, Al Gore is known. He's the one who made climate change like
a thing.
It was global warming, and he did this documentary and just absolutely exploded it. I don't know if I ever told you this, but me and Dylan, we went and saw a double feature. I forgot what movie we saw before, but he's like, here, let's just go sneak in here. And I was like, why the fuck would we go watch Al Gore's thing? Literally, we were sitting down, he's talking about how bad global warming is, and Dylan started crying.
What?
He started crying because he thought how bad. He's like, we're all going to die. Yeah.
I can't believe that.
Yeah. Huh. But I was like, this is fucking stupid. I don't believe any of this garbage, but I believe it's a thing, but I just don't think it's as serious.
So, I believe in global warming, but not to...
It's called climate change now?
Yeah, I don't think it's... I think that's exactly what it is. It's not global warming, it's climate change. And the world has experienced it many times before us. It's just getting to an extreme point where things are speeding up quickly, but I think we just have to learn to deal with it. I think Florida is going to be underwater in like 15 years.
I heard something interesting that like Florida's slowly sinking. Into the ocean
because the water level rises every year,
and
they're at sea level. So, I mean,
this has nothing to do with Al Gore or George Bush.
Well, the climate change thing has a lot to do with Al Gore, but basically they were the candidates in 2000, right? Republican was George Bush, Al Gore was Democrat.
Yeah.
And obviously we know who won, but...
My favorite thing about George Bush is all the words he made up.
The Bushisms.
Oh, God. Yeah. Need more recruitments to recruit. Just go watch a YouTube video on George Bush. It's so funny.
I always think of George Bush as...
That poor bastard.
It
should say George W.
Right. George W. Bush Jr.
Well, the other one's George W.H.
Oh, well.
So...
You can't be a junior without having the exact same
No, he definitely
name.
is a junior, but it's just like they refer to George W. They call him W.
W.
And then the other one's W.H.
I just think of him as...
a moron. A moron?
No, from Harold and Kumar.
Of course, dude.
That is how I want him to be.
Right, but it's probably not.
I hope he's that way. There is that one video of him...
Oh, shit, it's Cheney. I hate that guy. Come on.
There is that one video of him possibly doing coke right before an interview. I think that was before he was president. But
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
It didn't really seem like he wanted to be president.
Right. He was just kind of a puppet, I think.
Right. Maybe. I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't fucking know.
As much as I hate George W.,
Al Gore's worse.
I have to pick George W. in this situation.
I agree, dude. Al Gore's so bad. He's so boring. He's so stupid. And he just exaggerates on everything. He's unbearable.
His claims just made him look like an asshole.
I even wondered as a kid. I was like, why didn't Al Gore win? I'm glad he didn't.
I don't know. They both would have been bad options. They both were bad options. Let's say that. But
it's almost comparative to what we got now.
Yeah.
It seems like it hasn't been good for a long
I don't think there is such
time.
a thing anymore.
Right.
I don't think there will ever be a good option for president. But
it's a stupid job.
Yeah. You're not really. You're president, but you're just a bitch of the puppeteers behind you. Anyway, last one, John Lennon versus Paul McCartney. So, do you listen to the Beatles much?
Of course.
Okay.
We both
do you know
have.
who writes what songs? Like,
I have
which
an idea.
Songs, which?
I think you've told me. I think McCartney wrote their earlier stuff.
No,
Didn't
not
he?
necessarily.
I think some of it.
The more like
The
poppy, happy stuff is usually Paul.
Right.
And the more realistic,
I
trippy
thought,
shit is kind of Lennon.
That's what I'm saying. I thought Lennon pretty much wrote Sgt. Pepper's.
But a lot of them were written by both.
Oh.
Like, they would each write different verses.
I can see that.
So-
I know they always butted heads.
They did. I mean, how could you not when you're two really creative
Minds.
masters with two different ideas of how it should be?
It must have been a fucking nightmare.
There were some things where it's like McCartney would write this like part of a song and he would be like, okay, I don't know what to do from here, so I'm going to take it to John and see what he thinks, and vice versa, I believe. So there was definitely a lot of give and take in that
until
relationship.
Yoko showed up.
Yep. She fucked it all up, bro. She ripped Lennon. She ripped Lennon out. Yeah, he got weird after that. But
I'm gonna have to go with Lennon just because I like that style more.
yep, Lennon.
I do like the
definitely
upbeat
Lennon.
stuff, but I like the Lennon kind of style
More.
music better.
Yeah, I agree. I think he was more my style for sure. Yeah. All right, that was cool.
So time for the new segment that I came
second
up
new
with.
segment.
The second new segment that I came up with is called "The First Time I Ever." Insert subject here.
Parentheses.
So it's
parentheses.
just basically we're going to talk about the first time we ever did this thing that we have listed. So I have the first one listed: the first time I ever smoked weed.
I actually have a picture of the first time I ever smoked weed that someone took of me, and he sent it to me the other day.
Really?
I was 19, and I was at my cousin's house, and before this, I was pretty against drinking and smoking, but I got to some point where I was just like, like, how bad could it be? Like, all these people around me are doing it, right? So let's give it a try. And
Peer pressure.
that was the end.
That was the end.
Or the beginning. I don't know. But yeah, that was the first time I ever smoked weed.
Where?
I was at my cousin's house.
Oh,
On a couch.
on a couch.
Out of a pipe.
Perfect.
As a pipe. Most people say they don't get high on their first time, but that's because you didn't do it right.
Right.
I got high.
Because you don't know how to inhale. You're like, what do I do? So the first time I ever smoked weed is actually at my uncle's house.
Okay.
It was John's house, and
Not to name names or anything.
oh,
but
it's fine. We already know this. Well, they do now. Anyways, so we were at his house, and I remember you
How
guys.
old were you?
16? 15.
15?
And yeah, you guys were just like, hey, you want to try this? I was like, nah, I'm not do that. And I just kept being like that. And I was like, nah, fuck it. I'm going to try it. It can't, like, I thought the same thing. Man, it can't be too bad. And I don't think I got high, but the thing is, I faked it.
Oh, shit. Like, oh, yeah, I'm feeling
Yeah,
it.
right.
I'm so hungry.
I didn't feel shit. And then,
Do you think you inhaled?
I don't think so.
No.
No, because
You
I'd
just
never like smoked.
Took it in
anything.
your mouth and
Right.
then kind of puffed it out.
Right.
Yeah. I think that's what most people do. Because if you've never smoked a cigarette before
Nope,
or smoked anything
yeah,
before.
I never did it. For that
Yeah, so
either,
yeah, that's kind of how you would react the first time. Even smoking a cigarette.
And I think I've already talked about this, but the second time I smoked weed,
Oh, God.
it was out of your green bong that you bought, and I
jeez.
passed out in my yard
I
for
remember
about
this.
an hour,
He slept in the yard.
and it felt like I was being brought back to life and then dying over and over again. That's what it felt like.
Oh my God, that must have been terrible, terrifying.
It was terrifying.
Why'd you ever smoke weed again?
I don't know, dude. I was just like, it can't be like this every time. I don't know. I'm a lunatic.
And it wasn't.
That's just what happened.
Yeah,
It was a nice day out.
yeah. It was. It was really nice. It was summer. It was warm and the grass was cozy. Dude, grass feels so good to lay on. If you haven't laid on grass in the summer in a while,
It's the best.
just do it.
It's relaxing.
It's very comfortable. Don't worry about the bugs. Don't worry about anything else. Just fucking lay on the grass. Unless you live in Florida and you lay on a fire ant hill, that's different. But if you're in Washington and there's no fucking fire ants, lay in the grass.
Did you
Trust
lay
me.
in fire ants?
No, I'm just.
Oh, okay.
Their grass is so.
It's disgusting.
It's
coarse.
hard.
It's
coarse.
coarse,
Yeah,
yeah.
coarse. And it's just like thick and not comfortable. Our grass is soft and nice and very comfortable to lay in, especially if you're high on weed.
What about the first time I ever drank alcohol? This one kind of ties in with the last one.
Yeah, I think I was 19 again. 19 for both. And it was whiskey. It was Jack Daniels. We were at a New Year's Eve party, and I can't believe I'm going to say this out loud, but I put on girls' clothing, pants, and a jacket.
I put on girls' clothing.
It was weird, and I was just being weird in the kitchen and like saying weird shit, and I didn't know how to act at all. But I remember it. I remember it for sure. But yeah, I did not enjoy that. And that was it. How about you?
I was 15 again.
Once again. So 15, 15, 19, 19.
I'm gonna tie it in with the last one we went, or what I went to. But we are going to a concert and we were just chugging these fucking things.
What?
And we got wasted. Sparks.
Oh, I remember those.
That's the first time I ever drank.
Was I with you?
Yes, you
Oh,
were.
Jesus. I'm a bad influence.
Yeah, you're terrible. But
What
no,
concert? Was it?
I'll tie it in with the last one. But that's just what the first time was when I went to a concert and I drank Sparks for the first time when I was 15.
So drinking alcohol and the last one we have for you on the first time I ever are the same thing.
Correct.
Oh, wow. A double whammy.
Whammy!
Okay, you should have put that one next.
Okay, fine. Let's just do it
Yeah.
next.
Yeah, let's do it
So
next.
the first time I ever went to a concert, so I got drunk for the first time,
Yep.
drinking Sparks.
Yep.
It's like the orange one and the red one, whatever that is. I don't know what flavor.
Probably lemonade and cherry.
I don't
guess.
know.
Or
I think fruit punch.
Yeah. Sparks. I forgot about those. They were an energy beer drink. Yeah.
Fucking gross.
They were terrible.
Disgusting.
It's funny what you drink when you first start drinking and you think it's good.
It's funny. Miller created it.
Oh, wow.
Combination of alcohol and caffeine.
It was like Four Loko before Four Loko is Four Loko, right?
Oh my god. Wow. I haven't seen. Pretty much. That's pretty much what it was. Wow. I haven't seen one of these in so long.
I'm going to look it up too. I want to see it.
Oh my
Sparks.
god.
With
It
an
literally
X,
looks
right?
like soda.
Sparks drink.
8% alcohol. Oh my. Oh, and the orange one was 6.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, this one's citrus. Oh.
That one was pretty good, actually.
But
Tangerine
yeah,
or something.
so the first concert I ever went to was 311.
With me and Ian?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
That was the first concert you had ever gone to?
Yes.
Wow.
And I drank. So I got 2 firsts and 1.
Yeah, it was at the
That was-
Paramount Theater.
That's still one of my favorite concerts ever.
It was the Paramount Theater
Yes.
in Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 311 and Slightly Stupid.
Yep.
And it was me, Justin, and my cousin Ian.
That was so much fun.
And we got shwasted, and I don't remember that because I was shwasted. And I got my 15-year-old nephew shwasted, which I also don't remember. But yeah, it was fun.
I wasn't
Good times.
wasted, but I was drunk.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I do remember that.
that was
good.
super fun.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Whoops.
I was like, it smells funny in here.
Weed.
I hadn't smoked at that time yet.
Wait. I thought drinking alcohol and concert were connected. Okay.
Correct.
Not smoking weed.
No.
So smoking weed was after.
Yes.
Okay. All right. That was fun.
So-
my first concert.
Yeah.
Yes.
You don't matter.
That whole
Next.
part. I can't really remember, but I think it was Alan Jackson.
What?
My mom was really into country in the 90s.
Alan Jackson.
And I didn't have any I wasn't myself yet, right? So I just went along with what my parents did. And she took me to an Alan Jackson concert at the Tacoma Dome. I believe.
How
I
old
saw
were
him a
you?
couple times, but
How old were you?
I want to say like 9 or 10, maybe 8.
Wow, that early?
I was pretty young.
So you didn't really have a choice.
No. But I enjoyed it, and I still like his music to this day. It's not like anything I have on my playlist, but if I hear it, I still remember the lyrics. And there is some video of me when I was young singing one of his songs wearing underwear, a cowboy hat, and cowboy boots. I haven't seen it in a long time, but I'm sure it's going to resurface eventually.
Oh my God.
But yeah, Alan Jackson, was my first concert. Most of you out there probably have no clue who Alan Jackson is, right?
I
Right?
do.
I know you do, but it's because you were around.
I don't know. I think he was pretty popular, but
Yeah,
definitely people who are older than us.
right.
What about the first concert you went to by choice? That you actually sought out and paid for? That you weren't forced to go
Wow. Ooh, that might be Kid Cudi.
Really?
It might have been Kid Cudi when I was like 19. You were pretty young then. No, it had to have been. I don't remember. I don't know. I can't answer that question actually.
Okay.
I might have been older at Kid Cudi. But yeah, the first concert I ever paid for might have been a EDM concert that I don't remember. For obvious reasons.
Right.
And you were probably there. Yeah. Cool.
So we finally got a question.
Yay. Thank you, Saraya.
Wink, wink. So, Saraya asked, who are 3 people who have been the most influential to you? I can already tell you one.
This can be living or dead, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
For me, one of them is sitting across from me.
I knew that was coming. I am humbled.
Well, you've always been around,
Right.
so.
I like to after the story about me getting drunk and taking him to a concert at 15.
I hope I was on this list.
That's an influence, I guess.
Well, and then another one for me is your father, my grandpa.
dad, yeah.
So I've already talked about it before, but definitely one of the kindest people I've known. He literally taught me how to treat people. So
That's good. What's your third one?
that's a tough one. I think it's gonna have to be my stepfather.
Jim?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He taught me how to
Good man.
be a man, really.
Yeah.
To work hard. He's like, pretty much no one's ever gonna give you anything, so you have to work hard for what you're gonna get. Don't depend on anybody, and try your best just at whatever you do. You know,
Nice.
just try and he basically taught me how to be a man.
Right.
So
It's a good thing to be taught.
right, I feel fortunate. So all you good step parents out there, I respect you.
Yeah, it's a tough job. You're taking on someone else's kids and you're treating them like your own.
Right.
It's not easy to do, and
Because
it's,
in some animal cultures, they will kill you.
it's pretty admirable. And definitely my dad is one. For the same reasons. He was never really a guy to teach you things, but you learn through his
Example.
actions.
Right.
Yeah. In fact, he would always like, hey, this is how you do it. You know, this is my way. This is how I learned how to do it. But I think it's because he never grew up with a father or whatever. So he always had to figure out things on his own. So I think I got that eventually. When I was younger, it was like, oh, you know, this is bullshit. Like, well, teach me some shit. You know, show me how to do it. Don't just tell me your way.
Right.
But I get why he did it.
It's not a bad thing. But
Another
you also learn to
person-
be stubborn because you just want to do it yourself.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely at my job, I've learned better how to teach people and not just. I say like, here's how I would do it, but you can do it however you feel comfortable with. You know?
Right.
That's how I try to teach.
Yeah.
But, 2 other people. I guess my brothers. Can I include that as one?
Sure.
Yeah. So my brothers, definitely. They were obviously my older brothers. So there's a very, very big age gap between me and my brothers. 7 years and 14 years. So, I always had like that one perspective and then the other perspective. So I don't know. It was a while before I actually started to learn from them, because for a long time I didn't think of them as like a superior, but definitely my brothers were influential.
As a superior.
Yeah. Well, like someone you look up to. Last one. This is hard.
Yeah, it's definitely not an easy question.
No, I can't really think of anyone. I guess both my brothers. My brothers, John and Trent, I guess I'm going to say, as my second and third. So John was always like a really good person and really nice to everyone. And when people were picking on me, John would always step up for me, even though I wouldn't do it for him. So I respect that. And then my other brother, Trent, he was just always really smart and just knew what he was talking about. And he wouldn't talk about stuff he didn't know about, so he was never like tooting his own horn about stuff and stuff. So yeah, those are my three. Yep, my dad, and my two brothers.
Okay.
It's weird how it's like people we know and not.
Well, it's
I'm
just
glad it's like that, actually.
Well, for us, it's just like we've always expressed that family is the most important over everything. So others might be different. They might look up to sports athletes, but for me, it's mainly my family. So
yeah, I think that's a good thing.
Right.
Yeah. I almost said like Tech 9, but I couldn't do it. It's like I respect him as who he is, but I never really learned anything from him.
Right.
Maybe hard work, but...
All right, let's get into the draft.
Okay.
And
is this me or you?
This is you.
This is me?
This is you.
All right, so I picked this draft based off Justin's draft last week. So I thought it would be cool to do like an opposite thing. So last week we did bad. Last week we did bad sound.
Did annoying sounds. If you haven't heard it, go check it out.
And this week we're going to do good/pleasant sounds. So since I picked the draft, Justin's going to go first.
There's so many.
There is a lot.
I
think it was easier to pick the good sounds than to pick the bad sounds.
Yeah, I definitely have way more. Yeah. So I'm going to pick...
Is there a clear number one?
No. There's like...
It's subjective again,
There's like
right?
10 number ones.
Yeah.
I'm going to pick... me personally, what I like the most is the sound of waterfalls.
Yeah, that's good.
I don't know, just every time I've...
Oh, jeez.
Every time I've heard waterfalls or just seen them, I don't know, it's just the most relaxing sound. Plus, when I can't sleep, it's my go-to.
Waterfalls. Interesting.
I don't know. I just like the sound of it. Water.
Okay. I have a lot of water ones on my list, but they're different.
I have a few.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with music.
Okay.
Music is something that calms me down. It's something that riles me up.
I was going to put that down, but I wasn't sure because I thought it was just too generic, but that makes sense.
Well, last week...
That's fine.
Last week I picked mumble rap and you allowed it, so I figured music would be allowed. Yeah, music in general, it's very soothing. It can bring out a lot of different emotions.
I should have made you generalize it. I should have been like, you have to pick music as an annoying sound.
Well, I would pick music as annoying and a good sound then. Yeah.
Mumble rap.
Music.
Oh boy. Jesus. I think I'm going to go with cheering from a sports event.
Ooh, nice. That's one of my last ones that I thought of, but I thought it was a really good one.
Just because being in the atmosphere of that, there's nothing like it.
You feel united with the people around you.
Right, and you feel a part of something.
Part of something, right.
Right, bigger than yourself. So.
No, I like that one. Definitely.
And not only that, like, even if you hear it and you're not there, it still sounds crazy.
Especially, I haven't been to many other stadiums, but our stadium, Quest Field, CenturyLink Field, sorry.
Who cares?
It gets really loud.
Right.
And
it's super loud.
On defense, when we're on defense, it is crazy.
We're talking about football.
Yeah, football. It is crazy loud. Even the Sounders games can get loud.
Yeah, you can't hear the person next to you. It's so fucking loud.
It's really loud, and until you've experienced it in real life, you don't know what we're talking about.
Even if you're not a Seahawks fan, I recommend everybody to go to a Seahawks game if you can.
Come, you're gonna get heckled for sure, but come as your opposing, and you may win, you may lose, but it's an experience for sure. I definitely recommend it. I kind of want to go to like the other stadiums that are known as the loud ones, like Kansas City.
I want to go to Arrowhead.
Yeah, Kansas City, exactly, and see if it actually is close. They've done like the sound tests, but it seems like every year someone's louder than the other.
Of course, there's really no telling.
All right, I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna pick kids laughing.
Okay.
Is that weird?
No.
I think a kid's laughter is just so infectious and
it's innocent.
It's innocent, and it makes you smile, and it makes you remember when you were a kid and you could be like that. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's very reminiscent. Yeah.
I agree with that. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with this one. How about a good high five?
Oh, that's great.
Just the sound of landing
slap.
A good high five, dude.
You know the trick?
It just feels so good. Yeah, you taught me this. Look at their elbow.
Look at the other person's elbow, and you'll never miss. It is true. Try it. Look away and try and high five. You'll miss. Then you look at the elbow, and you just connect. It's really weird. I don't know what it is, but
it's such a good trick. Ever since I started doing that, I never miss.
Unless the other person doesn't look right.
Dude, but no, just the sound of a good high five, man.
That's nice.
And ever since coronavirus, no one wants to do high fives anymore.
We do air fives now.
It's so gay.
All right. I'm gonna go with a food.
A food?
Yeah. Bacon sizzling in a pan.
I thought you were just saying, I'm going to go with the sound of a
sound of a food.
I was just like, what?
It's great.
Bacon
when you just
cooking?
hear a food, yeah, like sizzling in a pan.
Okay, why don't you just do the sound food sizzling?
No, bacon.
It's got to be bacon.
Because there's an associated smell with the sound. I know that doesn't count, but I'm picking bacon sizzling in a pan.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just like,
oh, it's so good.
You know it's breakfast time, and you know you're about to eat something delicious.
Squirrel.
Unless someone burns it. Bacon.
It's actually squirrel.
Squirrel. Without a paddle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, that's a good one. Yeah. I don't have that down. Okay. How about this one? When you're at anywhere, really, I guess. Anywhere that serves this. The sound of a beer pouring.
That's good.
Just the sound of a beer pouring is just the greatest sound. You just know that it's coming and it's going to be good.
It's going to be refreshing.
Right.
Delicious. You're about to get a little tipsy.
I don't know. I just like the sound of beer pouring.
That's a good one. I didn't think of that. Okay. Is this my last pick?
No.
No, I have two more.
Yep.
Okay. There's two I really want to pick. I don't know if I should pick this one. It's kind of dirty. I'm gonna pick it. The female orgasm.
Okay.
Hell yeah. It's a great sound. If it's real.
It depends on who it's coming from.
If it's real.
It's a good sound. I can't really say from experience because I haven't really been with too many women, so.
Doesn't matter. The sound knows that you've completed your task.
Okay.
It's a completionist sound.
I have heard from friends that some other girls' orgasms have been pretty bad.
Yeah,
like
that's
annoying.
true. But
so, I think that
kids' laughs can be annoying.
That one is subjective.
Music can be annoying.
That one's subjective.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Female orgasm.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, the last one. Fuck. I don't know, man. There's too many.
Yeah, there's a lot to choose from. There's still a bunch I want to pick.
Right.
Maybe we should make this like a 7 pick
No,
draft.
no, we gotta go 5. This has gotta end. I'm gonna go with laughter after you tell a joke.
Just laughter.
Just laughter, sure.
Okay.
But after telling a joke.
Why does that matter?
I don't know. Just as a sense of accomplishment.
Oh, okay.
But just if you tell a good joke and people laugh around you, I don't know.
Okay.
Sound of laughter can be infectious.
Got it.
I don't know. A good laugh is just... It's great. But
Okay.
again, subjective, because we just said on the last one,
Right.
the last draft, that an annoying laugh can be bad.
Right.
But I guess if it's like a group of people, then laughter is pretty good. So
Okay. The last one for me, something I really miss. I'm sure you do too. But it's the sound of fresh snow under my snowboard.
Oh.
When you're just shredding it and you're going down the mountain and it's just this sound that I can't even explain. It's almost like a crunching sound, but you just know it just feels so
That's
smooth.
a good one. That is a good one.
And everything else is silent, but you just hear your snowboard like hitting against the snow. It sounds awesome. I miss it for sure.
Right. I haven't been snowboarding in like 2 years.
Longer, right?
2 years.
Oh. Yeah, I've been pretty much once every year the last few
it's-
years, but
It sucks. I just don't
we used to
have it
go like
all the time.
10, 12 times a year easy.
More than that.
Yeah.
I just don't have the time. And this
And with the baby coming,
right.
you'll never go snowboarding again.
Right. Uh,
All right.
so what else did you have? Actually, let's go over our picks.
Okay. Go ahead.
I have waterfalls, cheering from a sports event, a good high five, beer pouring, and laughter.
I have music, kids laughing, bacon sizzling in a pan, the female orgasm, and sound of fresh snow under my snowboard.
Should I have to repick since you said kids' laughter?
No,
Okay.
that's different. Just laughter in general. Like, there's those laughing videos on YouTube that are pretty funny. Like
Never
that
seen.
that one old dude. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty funny.
And then there's the girl who sounds like a seal, where she's like, I can't even do it, but she's like, yeah. Yes, good. They're different. They're different.
So I had whale noises.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know.
I've listened to it before, but I've never been like, oh, I can fall asleep to this. It's weird. Ocean waves.
I have that too.
Yeah.
I have river flowing,
Rain.
birds chirping.
I had birds chirping. Yep.
How about the-
Thunderstorm.
Oh, that's a good one. How about
Thunderstorm.
the wind?
Huh?
The wind?
I don't like that.
No.
No.
How
Flowing water. I had.
Oh yeah, I said that. River flowing.
Yeah.
It's like flowing water.
Right. Okay.
I had fire crackling from
I did too.
From like a
Yep.
campfire. How about
winning a jackpot?
Oh yeah, that's
Like
that's a good one.
Yeah.
How about a golf ball going into the hole? Just the sinking sound.
Or even just hitting the golf ball off a tee is really cool sounding.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could hear
that one was like super.
How would you
niche
hear
bit.
it going into the hole when you're like
when you're putting?
Oh yeah. Okay.
I-
Cat purring.
That's funny. That's
You were
what
about
I
to
was
say
about
that.
to say that
Yeah, cat
next.
purring.
How about the swish of a basketball in the
Ooh,
net?
that's a good one. I did not have that. Popping bubble wrap.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I had just the sound of when you hit a baseball with a bat.
You just
in the
connect.
when the sweet spot.
Here's a weird one. The absence of sound.
I thought that silence was gonna be.
Yeah.
That's actually not bad. And then I had baby's laughter, which is basically kids' laughter.
Well, I picked that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kids laughing.
Babies laugh.
Well, you
Isn't that what I said?
Said kids.
Oh, I must have changed it mid. But yeah, I had baby laughs written down. But yeah, I picked kids.
Whatever.
Kids are
slash
babies.
babies. Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
That's all I had.
Yeah, me too.
So with that, again, we encourage you to check us out on the socials. Check us out on all the podcast platforms. Leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. It really helps the show. Check us out on Spotify and then anywhere you listen to podcasts.
Booyah, Grandma.
Hope
If you're
you
a
guys
grandma.
hope you guys enjoyed the episodes, and we'll try not to be late next time.
We'll try.